Time to tea dance.
I've been a really bad boy.
Come get your cup of TRU T as we spill it one cup at a time.
All right, we are live in Tampa where we're spilling the tea one cup at a time. I'm your host, Tyler Butler, and we're ready to spill some tea. I've got my friend here.
Hi, I'm Lindsay Carlton-Cline. How are you?
And did you put out?
No, I'm not Pearl.
And who we have here?
Hi, everyone. It's JC Ray.
JC Ray, the infamous.
The infamous JC Ray, yes.
And look who's back at the table.
Hi, everybody. It's Marilyn, your friendly tarot reader.
Yeah, and my best buddy right here, back at the table.
Here I am, Carrie West, Tampa Pride president, and we've got a lot to tell you.
That's right. We'll get to that in just a minute. But before we get there, let's talk a little bit about where we're at. So we are back filming here at the Plantation, the Rainbow Plantation, home here. A lot of history, a lot of history. This house was built when?
1895.
1895. So before my mama was born and my grandma.
Whoa!
The year that Grandma was built?
Yeah, that is the year that grandma was built.
Yeah.
Speaking of grandma, where is grandma?
Ohio, somewhere on the road.
No, I said last week, I said, oh, she'll be back next week. And I called her. I said, where are you at? She said, honey, I'm going whatever the direction the wind blows. And I said, what's that supposed to mean? She said, I'm retired. And I said, well, not really. You're doing chandeliers, but she has some chandelier jobs coming up. So that's going to make her wind blow back here in Tampa and Sarasota.
She's doing the Gone with the Wind chandelier coming up. No, seriously, at the Manatee Players. Really? It's hanging up. Remember, it used to be downtown Sarasota,
that's right,
remember?
That's right. Yeah, she did say that to me. So tell us a little bit about the history with this home.
Well,
Plantation.
this is a great home that we acquired just around 4.5 years ago, and we put around 3 years of work into it, a lot of sweat. And this home is in Ybor City. I didn't even believe that a house like this was even in Tampa.
Yes.
But this is a 1895 house, and the house was Judge Leo Stallnacher. And Judge Leo Stallnacher was pretty infamous for being the judge that took on the Italian mafia here in Ybor City in Tampa. And
Wow.
yeah, he had his own security guards and everything around the area here.
Oh my
So, but the home itself is it was really seemed to be quaint, so we did do a major addition. But the house itself is very sturdy. It's got fireplaces, 4 bedrooms. It also has the stairwells from the old historic Hillsborough County building, the stained glass from the historic county building, and this is just an unbelievable house here.
Unbelievable. Yes, it is.
Wow.
Did I also hear you say that the Tampa courthouse original windows are here too?
They are.
And you've added them in the back of the house?
They are. The huge stained windows in the back of our house came from the Hillsborough County historic the courthouse. Well, yes.
Wow.
And they were tearing it down, and so the judge acquired them along with the stairwell, which is in our house, and a lot of little things in this house. There's
You've done so much restoration here. About how long has it taken you to kind of do the restoration from top to bottom?
really around 2 years.
2 years.
So you're looking at something really fresh. And so we're very happy.
Yeah, because when there was no air here or something, right?
Well,
I remember you replaced the...
we replaced everything out there on the outside, and it's kind of going through here in the area. So, and it's a wonderful. It's got a huge, beautiful banyan tree. And here's something really, really kind of novel about this house was that Teddy Roosevelt and the Rough Riders came right by here, we were told, and right here in the front of our house is the water fountain or the water pump, and the horses drink from the water tub in the fountain right here that they had here in front of the house. So that came from the granddaughter of Judge Leo Stallnacher, and that's been rolled down, and so the pump is still here. The pump is still out front of the house, and so that is very unusual. This is really crazy. So it's a beautiful. We loved having everybody here. How's that?
I love the fact that how you themed all the rooms. So if you go back to Out and About Tampa and you scroll back, I think at least a year ago, we actually did a segment here on Out and About Tampa, and showed the different rooms, and you're still doing more and more stuff. Obviously, we probably should come and do another editorial here, but I like the Wizard of Oz room. You still have that upstairs?
Oh, yes, the Wizard of Oz room for one of the bedrooms, Marilyn Monroe room, where we have up there. Yes, we got a lot of, I really, she's been an icon for both Mark and myself. And then we have also, a more of an Asian room. And we have ours is mostly an autograph and kind of a picturesque all about what Mark and I have done in our lives. And also they just kind of neat things. So
yeah, I love having you back on the show, because when we originally started the show, it was with Teacup, your partner. Yeah. And so I love having you on the show because you really are a huge part of Tampa and the Tampa gay community. I mean, when I've told the story 100 times on the show, and with ABC, our new affiliate in Tampa, I met you. You were like one of the first gay people I actually met in Tampa. I think I was like 17 or 18 years old. And you guys had a MC Film Festival.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about that.
How MC Film, that was one of the starting points for Mark and I. We started out as a trunk. We just had videos, and everybody kind of we had so many different variety of films, and that's one of the areas of interest I graduated from the University of South Florida. And then all of a sudden our friends started saying, well, I want to borrow this film. I want to borrow that film. Pretty soon the film's like, well, we better check these out. Who's got what's got who? And pretty soon we said, well, let's just open up a store. So we opened up our first store back in 1992.
Wow.
In Tampa, right across from the First Baptist Church, right there in University of Tampa.
What a Christian.
Thank you. We really are. We really had a great time. And then it evolved 28 years later in many, many locations, from there in Hyde Park to Kennedy Boulevard to over to Suncoast Resort. And from Suncoast Resort, we had stayed there. And then we had also locations from Orlando and also multiple locations in St. Petersburg. And then, of course, coming back in the corner of 8th and 15th Street in Ybor City. And that's when we said, hey, gang, come on back. If you want to get into Ybor City, you want a gay district, Ybor City back in around 2006, 2007, 2008 was empty.
Yeah.
It was empty.
Yeah, I remember that.
And we brought in basically around close to 42 businesses in Ybor City. Yeah. And that's why Ybor got started.
Yeah, I remember all that.
And it was quite the times. Bars.
It was like a whole big changeover. I remember that. But the bars and all that, I've talked about that. They've changed a lot over the years as well. There was apps that people go to hook up with. You mean old days you go to a bar to meet someone.
Right. Well,
but Goya.
Yeah. My goodness, Goya and how that changed out there, and wonderful locations out there. Moving to Tracks, moving to Pleasure Dome, moving on to Czars, and now it is the hotel. And it's the Hyatt Hotel right there in center point of Ybor City.
It's so nice too.
So we had a lot of great things. Everyone knew, of course, about Honey Pot, and they knew everything about Ybor. Everything knew about going to Bradley's and then running down to Liquid, going over to Hamburger Mary's and down the street over there. So it was like a great family, and it is a great family. And everyone calls it being on the island. Yeah.
Well, I always say you and Mark definitely are a big part of the gay history here in Tampa, and not just part of history. You're making history with your blog pages. So if you've ever been out and about in Tampa and St. Petersburg, then these guys also, you take photographs and all the bars, and you post them online on a blog.
That's page. Right, at mcfilmfest.com. Join us. It's subscriber only, so come on down and you'll see it. It goes all the way back. We started in 1995. Wow. And it's got the bars that were, and it's all about Tampa Bay area, all the way from Sarasota,
see the social
all the way through Newport Richey, around the area here. Yeah. Cool. So, awesome. Yeah, we got a lot of real dishy details on a lot of things too. So
absolutely. So what have you been up to, JC? I don't see you too much online.
No, well, I'm there. I've been busy with my day job doing hair.
If you took a seat or
no, no.
I don't think anybody can get you to take a seat.
No, they won't. They've tried and they won't. No.
Yeah, no one's gonna keep
no, but I mean, I'm actually I've been busy in the salon working, and then prepping for August 1st. So I did a benefit for a little boy who lost his father last year. Unfortunately, and he was 5 years old and a business owner of Soul Fit and Pop Nutrition in Largo. Had reached out to me and asked me if I would put together a bingo for the little boy, and we raised about $2,000 that night for him, so he could go to karate for the next year, because that was something him and his dad did. And then, like I always say, when one door closes, another one opens. Well, they reached out to me again in the last week or so, and there's a little boy whose parents have 4 children, and he's the youngest of the family, and he was diagnosed with I'm going to say this wrong, leukemia, only 500 cases a year in children. And of course, with COVID and everything going on, and they have 4 children. So the little boy is going to be, I believe, in the hospital for the next 6 months. The mother has to live in a quarantined area of the hospital so she can be with him every day. And, that just really disrupts a whole family, especially a family with 4 children. I don't know how somebody even has 1, let alone 4. So they reached out to me, and so on October 1st, I will be doing, I guess, officially the first appearance as Miss JC. It's been, 3 weeks, 4 weeks now, I guess? I don't know.
If you don't know, JC went viral a few weeks ago, and there was some scandalous tea that took place with JC online, and that was interesting. So if you don't know about it, then you're living underneath the rock, because everybody knows about it. So speaking about reading up and knowing about it, you did amazing last night. So Lindsay Carlton-Cline was singing live last night at the Purple Rhino in Sarasota. So hello to our friends that are watching from Purple Rhino. I know we shared their pages. So did amazing. That was kind of a surprise, too.
Thank you.
It seems like you still got it, too.
I still have it.
You still
of
have
course,
it.
it's
Smucker's voice and everything. You still
I
got
know. It
Wow.
worked. It
So
worked.
was that planned?
No, not at all.
I didn't think so.
No, they just wanted more and more and more. So I said, "Sing, let's stay all night, and I'll sing them all." You know?
Yeah.
Was it like one of those scenes from Phantom of the Opera? Sing for me.
Sing. Yes, it was fun. It was a great night, and you were there.
Yeah, I came to support my friend.
Yes, you did. You did. It was
So
nice.
I got to ask you, are you adjusting to the new Tampa life? Because you're still traveling, I guess, obviously to Sarasota, but what are you doing over in Tampa these days?
In Tampa, well, I'm just. I guess I should let the cat out of the bag. I'm going to start another new job here in this town. So that's kind of cool, and I'm looking forward to that. I'll give you details on that later.
All right.
But I'm keeping busy.
Is this something that we have to subscribe to see?
You got to have a pin, too.
That, but I didn't want to be the one to say it. I didn't want to be the one to say that. And Mare, what have you been doing? Because I saw you online look like you in a beehive, girl.
Yes, I brought you some of my honey to try, Tyler.
Honey, my honey, I'm a sweet boy.
You can squeeze it out and try it. And then I brought you something really nice. I was at Victoria's Secret, and I bought you some cocoa chill. It's a body oil.
What is Victoria's Secret is what I want to know.
She's naughty.
She's naughty?
Yes.
That's not a secret, honey. We all know that.
Oh my God. So tell me a little bit about those bees. I'm interested in knowing about the bees. I mean, so why the fascination? What got you hooked up with the bees?
Well, I had severe allergies for the longest time, and I don't like to take medicines because I find that I'm allergic to a lot of stuff. So being that, I discovered that I can take a teaspoon of my honey every day, and I don't have to take allergy medicine every day. And I can sting myself to help with pain management because I died in a car accident at 19, and I don't like to take pain pills. So this really does.
Give them to me. Or
yeah. But my newest thing, I'm going to get a vibrating plate to put in front of my beehive, and it's harmless. And what happens, it helps the bees cycle their venom, and they sting the plate, and the venom collects up, and then we can put it in cream for anti-aging.
Really?
Oh yes. So
you mean to tell me that I didn't have to go have all this surgery?
I know. You took the words right out of my mouth. Wow.
So yeah, that's.
Watch out, JC's gonna be robbing your.
It's all good.
No, but I have heard that. Well, I've heard that the world's honeybee population is decreasing.
Yes.
And if you really think about what honeybees do, honeybees are the ones that pollinate everything. So you get rid of the bees, and I think the whole ecosystem kind of falls apart.
It does.
So I have heard this many times, and
Yeah.
being from up north, the allergies up there in the fall and the spring are horrible. And I
yeah.
thought moving down here I wouldn't have allergies. Complete opposite, the worst,
Yeah.
because there's always something blooming down here. So I have heard that local honey will
does.
help in a lot of different things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is there different grades of honey?
There
Like grade
is.
A, grade B?
There is different times of the year, depending on what's blooming and where your hive is located. It's going to taste like orange blossom, or it could taste like celery, or it could taste like whatever you have in your garden, even a rose. I do give my bees.
The organic stuff.
Yes, all my honey is organic, unfiltered, raw.
Yeah, I was watching her on. You had that outfit
Yes.
on, and then you were spraying something. I'm like, what are you spraying? And that was...
It's a natural mix to get rid of the mites. I don't have a mite problem, but it is a deterrent, and it is a mix of oregano oil and lavender and lemongrass. Now, the queen smells like lemongrass, so I spray myself with that. That's one of the bees' favorite flower is lemongrass.
Oh.
And they like the smell of it. I'm about to split my hive, and next time I see you guys, I might have honey for everybody. But yeah, I'm excited. I also put honey all over my body. It's also really good for your coochie. Yes, and if you have like a hemorrhoid after giving birth, you can stick a little bit of the raw honey up in your boo-boo, and it helps to shrink the hemorrhoid, and it helps with the pain. So yeah.
Interesting.
You know,
Wow.
she used the word coochie, and
Yes.
so I remember the year that I was working in P-Town, and Cha-Cha was there, and she would say, not Cha-Cha, my God. Oh, what is her name? I can't think of it now.
Cucaracha.
No. Coochie Coochie Coo. She was,
Charo.
Charo. Yeah, oh my God, I had coochie on the brain. So
Getting all nervous.
Charo was in P-Town that year, and all you heard was, coochie 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 Coo, and so after the summer was done, I mean, that was embedded in my head so much that I went, and that was the year that I got my Maltese that I had for 12 years, and I named him Gucci, Goochi, so it could go here, Gucci, Gucci, Goo, because I didn't think Gucci was appropriate.
I have a question for you. They're doing honey in downtown Tampa on top of the skyscrapers and a lot of the apartment buildings.
Oh.
So we've gotten it a couple times,
Yeah.
and it was available, and it's from all over Tampa. They fly up on top.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about that? I mean,
Oh yeah. A lot of businesses are trying to do their part now in saving the bees. And the funny thing about bees is it's not just the honey bees, the English and the Africanized bees, but we also have, for every flower, there is a different kind of bee. And each bee is physically made different to actually pollinate that flower. So when you see lavender, your honeybees can go to the lavender, but there's actually a specific honeybee for each kind of flower.
Right. Wow.
And so our honeybee population, it is in danger because a lot of the pesticides. And so I feed my bees THC and CBD oil, which is scientifically proven to help them rebound from
Rebound, honey. How do they fly and
No, honey, I
find
was
the
going to
nest?
say, your bees are high as hell.
Wow. So obviously we've got to talk because we're running out of time real quick.
yes.
Tampa Pride. Tampa Pride. Pride on the river. Let's get to it and talk about Pride on the River. What is happening?
Well,
A lot of excitement.
you know, we had such a great year last year, and Tampa Pride is very honored to have been the first Pride parade in the United States since the beginning of COVID. And we were honored to have that opportunity last May, and also just being and having so many different events. But now we've gone and we've been asked to do an event on the water. So we're going to have our first annual Diversity Boat Parade coming September 18th, and it's going to be held in downtown Tampa, starting with the Marriott Hotel on the water, and we're having a drag brunch. So go to Pride ontheriver.org and get your tickets because they've sold out the first show and we're filling up the second show already for the drag brunch. How wonderful. And then we're going to be taking and starting the parade. The Diversity Boat Parade starts at 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's going to go up to Armature Works.
Soon to be Boat Works.
Oh, soon to be Boat Works. It's going to go there.
Hey, you might have got something.
We might have it, I'll tell you, with great partners and sponsors this year. So we're going to go up to Armature Works, and we will have people getting in the parade, and you'll be able to dock at Armature Works, unload, and then we also have a huge festival all afternoon. So this all begins right around from 11 o'clock in the morning at the Marriott, going all afternoon in the beginning downtown area. Also, along the river walk, we're going to be having at the Strauss Center. We have productions, drag queen performances, and also we're going to be having a lot of different festival events right there at the Strauss. So then getting up at the Armature Works, we're going to be having a kickoff with the Tampa Bay Pride Band honoring our, now we can just release it, is Frida Filter. Brita Filter. Brita. Hey, Brita. From RuPaul's Drag Race. Brita will be coming in. She'll be honored getting off the boat. And the Tampa Bay Pride Marching Band will be going through there.
Alyssa Edwards was here, or
What a segue, I tell you. Yes, a big act is going to be Alyssa Edwards is going to be in the house, and she's going to put down a
Who is from people that don't have any.
group. She is America's Got Talent. Her group just got off this last week, but I'll tell you, she is very infamous from RuPaul's Drag Race, and she is going to be the big talent, big draw coming in from people all around the country, coming in to see this event. It's outside, right there, all along the riverfront, and we have great sponsors: Winn-Dixie, we have Leslie's Pool. We have in there, and then that leads right into going in with our fireworks sponsored by Busch Gardens for Tampa Pride, this is our inaugural year. So come on down. You're going to have a great time, and I'll tell you what, it's going to be fun all afternoon. We got bands in the afternoon. We got a lot of performers and local talent.
It's going to be amazing. In closing, I got to say, you guys really have done a great. We're out of time.
what?
Yeah, we're all out of time. But listen, I do want to mention, you guys really have done really great with getting a lot of local businesses here involved in the gay community. I couldn't thank you guys enough. I know it's a lot of work. I mean, really getting them involved. I mean, from we're going to close and talk about this big thing, right?
A surprise.
Here.
This is a surprise this week. We were invited go out to the Seminole Hard Rock Casino and Hotel. And guess what the surprise was? Breakfast. Yes, it was a great breakfast. But they wanted to honor their 50 years with 50 charities, and 50 charities were given each $10,000.
$10,000 for Tampa Pride.
That is a kickoff for 2022. And I'll tell you what, the 18th, please come down, enjoy it on the sidelines. Go enjoy it. You can go to the Sheraton, you can go to a loft, you can go to the Strauss Center, but come on down all along the Riverwalk. And
for people that are like, well, how does that affect me? The money that you guys get with Tampa Pride, when you go to a Pride event, it's given back. They do so much and give so much, and you really do a great job with Tampa Pride. And you just started with Tampa Pride being the president, 4 years, 5 years? How long have you been dealing with Tampa Pride?
8.
8 years now already?
Starting, whoa, my goodness, yes. Conceived it and thinking about it with all of our friends in the Friends area, making this a big event throughout the country, not just Tampa, but around the country. Last year, we had 40 cities' executive directors come flying in to see Tampa Pride because they couldn't. So get your shots, get your vaccines, because that's one thing that is stopping the other cities from having their events, including Atlanta and all the smaller town areas out here. They're calling off theirs. So please. But anyway, thank you for supporting Tampa Pride, because Tampa Pride is the pride in your community.
All right, so
Watch
that's the
for-
end of a segment.
Mayor Jane is going to be on there. The sheriff, all the politicians, all of our city council, they're going to be in the parade. You're going to be seeing some surprise, some sports people.
You can't shut Carrie
Oh
up.
my God!
All right.
This is just happening. There's going to be so much.
We're out of time. No. And you're not going to get to read your cards this week, but can you come back next week and read your cards?
Yes.
Or do some reading. All right. Thank you guys for watching. We're all out of time. We've got to get this going. We want to also say hello and shout out to our friend Dave from TampaBayGay.com.
Hey, Dave.
Hi, Dave. That's the end of a segment. We're going to raise our glass. And thank you for watching. We'll see everybody next week when we're live and we're spilling the tea.
One cup at a time.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Thank everybody.
This has been an Out and About media production and association with Tampa Bay's #1 gay website and business directory, TampaBayGay.com.